football. So if you've done your job and you score the goals and then obviously you feel as if your defence is letting you down, it actually brings a bit of, you know, distaste a little bit between the sort of two sets of positions. And it really does help if you feel as a forward that that once you get that first goal, you can almost relax in a sense, knowing you've got that security at the back. Go and try and get that second goal. Know you can push forward as they did. Once they got that first goal last night, Liverpool, they didn't sit back. They went again and again, knowing that they've got a bit more of a solid base at the back there. And I think he's right. I think Van Dijk has made a huge difference to almost settling everybody down at the back. Yeah, he was absolutely electric last night. Let's go and chat to our next fan now. We've got Tejas, who's also in India, another Liverpool fan. So Tejas, a brilliant result for your team last night. You're smiling still. Did you celebrate through the night last night?
Yes, of course. I was in my office and I was, running around celebrating, and my colleagues were like, "Hey, man, what's wrong with you today?" And it was inexpressible, and it was pretty amazing moment for our team. And yeah, looking forward for the second leg and really excited about it. Yes.
Tejas, is that your boss behind you? I can see one of your colleagues behind you.
Yes.
Talking of bosses, what an incredible season for Jurgen Klopp and how he's changed things around in the last couple of years at Liverpool. How much credit does he deserve for the way Liverpool have played this season, the way, that ability that Deans have been talking about today to really attack teams?
Well, frankly speaking, we have already seen a lot of Klopp before joining Liverpool, during his Mainz days where he promoted the Mainz to Bundesliga and then coming back to Dortmund, winning a couple of Bundesliga seasons and coming to Champions League finals. So he has nothing to prove, but we have confidence in him. And so far what we have seen at Liverpool, it's pretty inspiring, and we are reaching heights and, step by step, but we believe in him, and let's see what happens in what he brings up in the next season, bringing in a couple of good players and, strengthening the midfield and defense. That is going to be the key for us.
TEJAS, I was going to actually say about that, because I think this second half of the season and certainly your Champions League run is almost, it must be for Liverpool fans, really feel like you can challenge for the league next season in the way that you beat Manchester City as well this season. That you must have that feeling that next season you've got to, especially the start of the season, can you start as well as you obviously have ended and really push for the title next season?
Yes, of course, that is surely on cards. We have shown the quality this season, how disastrous can we be, going forward with only those three forwards, and bring in a couple of good creative midfielders can bring that thrust within our midfield, which can make the difference. Obviously, Keita is coming in the summer, and one more, good physical midfielder who can hold it at the back with the defenders will be crucial for us. And yes, so far we were the team, dominated City this season, and we will be, pretty good next season, I believe.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time for Liverpool fans, and if you do go on to win the Champions League, what a way to start next Premier League season as well, with that trophy in the locker. But speaking of the Champions League final, who would you prefer to face? Liverpool have got 1 foot in the final now, so the first leg of the other semi-final between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich is tonight. Who would you prefer to face?
Well, frankly speaking, anyone would be okay for us in the final, because whosoever coming in our way, we are just ripping them apart. So that is my answer. And there's nothing to prove. We are in a good shape, and we are going to win the Champions League. We are coming to take back something that belonged to us for a long time.
Good stuff, Tejas. Enjoy the rest of this season. Yeah. Thanks for joining us on the show. Dean, for Liverpool, who do you think would be an ideal opponent for them in the terms of style that Real Madrid and Bayern Munich play?
I actually think Real Madrid would be a better suit, because Real Madrid just aren't going to sit back at all, and the way that they play, they do leave themselves open, certainly on the counter-attack. So I think I think it would make for an unbelievable final if it was Real. I mean, obviously Bayern as well. But if I'd love to see both Liverpool and Real Madrid in the final.
OK, good stuff. Right, well, we'll turn our attention now to Arsenal as they're in their Europa League semi-final tomorrow night. And we've got Raymond from Cape Town joining us now. With the Champions League at stake, if you go on and win this competition, how important is it to get a good start at home tomorrow night against this Atletico Madrid team?